Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Yahlea Ali. In this incarnation, we are here in one more day of this planetary ascension. I'm going to channel a message. Remember, as always, to only take what resonates and leave the rest because it is a general channeling. As this is the first day of 2025, I decided to focus myself on messages to initiate this new cycle. So, Happy New Year. Let's see what I am receiving for this occasion. Well, there is something that you are dragging perhaps from the 2024, certainly, because even though this is not a particular uncomfortable moment, I think maybe some of you have been sharing your time with other people or something, or doing something that is joyful. But there is a situation that you have been avoiding because you are feeling that situation as something very conflictive, perhaps because it is causing an inner conflict. It is something that you don't want to face, but I am seeing that in an immediate future or at this present moment, this situation could be getting in your way as something that you cannot avoid to face. For some of you, this is about a dynamic you are dealing with, that you are dealing with other person. For some of you, this is about a situation that you need to detach from, and because you didn't do this yet, it is like the situation is showing you like more signals. This is an uncomfortable situation that is showing you the fact that you need to come across this. And I am feeling, this energy of aggressiveness, but in a good way. It is not violence. It is the function in astrology. We talk about Mars. It is this function through which we move forward, through which we take action, through which we protect something that is important for us, or we put a boundary. So I think that this situation, for some of you, you have difficulties. People that will resonate with this have difficulties to stand up for yourselves, or perhaps putting boundaries, or telling people like, no, this is not the way, or and doing this in an assertive way, because I'm not talking about this extreme of aggressiveness, which is more like linked with violence or exploding or these kind of things. It is like this middle point that for everyone, actually, it takes to touch both extremes to find our center and to practice to be more assertive every time in these kind of situations. But, well, I am seeing that this is coming across your path, and you have to go through the situation without hesitation. This is what I am feeling. It is more like putting a boundary or saying no to that situation, or finally establish. It is an attitude or a way that you are not used to practice. It is something challenging for you. That's why you are seeing the situation as conflictive. And for some of you, this is about detaching from an experience that is disconnecting you from your creativity. This is what I am receiving right now. So even though you tried for a few days, I am not feeling that you have been avoiding this for a long time. This is something that perhaps you try to put aside for a while, for a few days only. I'm not seeing a big process between the conflictive situation and this situation, coming across your path, because that's how I am seeing it. So, well, this situation is coming to teach you your own strength and how to manage your own strength in a good way, in an assertive way, without exploding, perhaps, but also by taking the impulse to do what you need to do. So the important thing in here, because this is something that or it is already happening right now, or it is about to happen in an immediate future. So the important thing in here, it is not losing yourselves too much in that situation, because I am saying that it is something like very quick, like something that you can go through, and you can move forward easily if you don't lose yourself in the conflict or in the situation or in how uncomfortable it is. It is more like focus yourself in whatever thing you need to do, and to move forward. And why am I saying this? Because for some of you, this situation will activate perhaps a wound, perhaps something that is hurting you. I am receiving this information like more linked with your inner child. Many times we could there are things that could make us angry more than other people, because we experimented certain things in our childhood that activated those wounds, that have created those wounds. So this situation, I think, will activate something that is very, very uncomfortable. And that's why I am saying that it is important to not lose yourselves in putting too much focus in this, because you have the capacity to go through this situation and to detach from the whole conflict in the end. So I am feeling that this could be linked with relationships of all kinds, or a situation that is like giving you the final signal that you have to move on from a space. It is something that requires detachment, but also like the courage to face this thing. So it is challenging, but at the same time, I'm not seeing a big process in here. It is more like, this practice of being in your center and to act again in an assertive way. This is quite important. I think this is a challenge in your situation. So, well, family, I'm going to leave this video here today. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.